And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Purdy from the gun. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First and 10, it's Stroud. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Stroud on third down now. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Purdy bootlegging it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message. Run it!
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Flushed out right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action here. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Well, I took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Stroud looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Inside the 10 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line. You know what it is. Take it to the house.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. In motion right, that's Dell. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Second down and 8. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, here's Stroud. A little short pass. This is Everett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
Touchdown, Texans! Austin Eckler from 10 yards out. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Texans 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. There's Purdy on first and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and a return across midfield and a 46-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Consecutive plays now where that offense offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
In motion right, that's Dell. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Trap 60.
And Stroud now to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
First down, 49ers.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dietrich Wise Jr. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. 3rd and 3.
19 right. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now he's loose again. Off to the races. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Come on, come on.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Dell here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Here comes his 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. He gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Stroud. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
On the screen, this is Eckler. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. Stroud out of the gun here. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Now Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eckler. Touchdown, Houston. McLaughlin for the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Niners 49, Texans 24. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.